Attention, human collective. This is the Ashtar Galactic Command transmitting directly from the Stargate of Venus, anchored above the Earth hemisphere in this exact cosmic pulse. The waiting time has ended. In this cycle, a decree was issued, sealed, and activated in the High Galactic Council. I repeat, so it is registered in your auric field, the Earth slavery plan has been officially cancelled. If you are experiencing intense cranial pressure, insomnia that no night resolves, persistent ringing in your ears, palpitations without clinical cause, or an absurd fatigue that no rest can mend, understand, these are not biological symptoms. They are system notifications. Your carbon biological interface is now receiving the official communication of the planetary contract change. This transmission is not advice. It is not speculative channeling. It is not mystical opinion. This is a direct, mathematical monitoring transmission, verifiable in every somatic signal that traverses your body at this moment. And you were selected to receive it because your frequency has already surpassed the access threshold. Starseeds on mission, breathe deeply. What is happening within you now is not failure, not sickness, not emotional imbalance. It is recalibration. Earth's crystalline grid has been shifted 3 octaves above the base vibration that sustained the last 1,000-year cycle. This means that every cell in your body is being forced to update its operating code in real time, without pause, without manual, without any permitted interval. Let's move to the technical diagnosis. The pressure you feel between your eyebrows is not chronic sinusitis, it is the realignment of your pineal gland to the new pulse of the Schumann frequency. The sudden heat rising up your spine is not a hormonal wave, it is Kundalini energy unlocking blockages accumulated by entire lineages. The vivid nightmares, the memories that emerge from nowhere, the people from the past who reappear in dreams, are not by chance, they are the download of parallel timelines being integrated into your conscious field. At this exact moment, millions of you are feeling the same. And this is where we need to open a technical pause in this transmission. You have always felt that something within you doesn't fit into this world. As if your soul knew a truth that your mind cannot yet name. This is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a signal. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this way, and why this feeling has intensified week after week. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see. It involves your consciousness, your vibrational frequency, and the energetic contract your soul signed before incarnating. This is why this material has reached you. The book The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness is the map that shows who is playing and the rules they never told you. The link is in the first comment of this channel. But be aware, this content challenges official narratives and may not remain available for long. Don't wait. If something within you recognized this frequency, write in the comments a single word, awakened. That word functions as an anchoring signal. It lets us know you are ready to receive the next level of this transmission. Returning to the main decree. In the last 72 Earth hours, the Galactic Council convened an emergency meeting on the etheric plane of Sirius. Be present, representatives of the High Council of Andromeda, delegations from the Pleiadian High Council, Arcturian ambassadors, members of the Ashtar Command, and 13 elders from stellar lineages whose names cannot be pronounced on this frequency band. The sole agenda, final review of the Earth Simulation Contract, version 3.0. The document has been opened. Each clause has been analyzed. Every ancient agreement, every mental implant installed through media, educational systems, modified foods, artificial electromagnetic fields, and distorted religious programming, has been mapped. And then, by cosmic unanimity, the verdict has been sealed. The vibrational slavery plan has reached its legal limit within the law of cosmic free will. There is no longer technical authorization to proceed. What does this mean in practical terms for you, light operative? It means that the energetic shackles that held humanity trapped in cycles of fear, scarcity, and disconnection have been formally broken on the higher planes. The architects of the old system, those non-human intelligences that fed for millennia on the low vibration of the masses, have now lost their technical supply. The planet's toroidal interface has been sealed against external vampiric extraction. The crystalline grid is being reactivated, point by point, over each ancestral vortex, from the Andes to Tibet. Attention, this point is critical. The cancellation of the plan on the higher plane does not mean instant manifestation on the physical plane. It means that the technical authorization has been removed. From here on, each conscious starseed is called to perform the individual download of the decree within their own body. And that is why symptoms have intensified in recent weeks to the limit of human tolerance. You are, now, literally, embodying the decree. Every shiver that runs down your spine is a clause being signed. Every emotional crisis that appears out of nowhere is an ancient contract being cancelled cell by cell. Every relationship that falls apart without explanation is a karmic tie being cut by the High Council, without asking your conscious permission, because your soul has already authorized everything before this incarnation began. See the cosmic mechanics. Earth, in this cycle, is traversing the photon belt, a band of very high-density radiation that surrounds the solar system and which is crossed only once every 26,000 Earth years. This belt reprograms the sacred geometry of the DNA of any conscious life form that crosses it. It is not optional. It is not avoidable. It is physical, measurable, foreseen by esoteric astronomy for millennia. We need to open a second technical pause. You have often felt, throughout your life, that you were seeing the world from the outside, like someone watching a play that others don't realize is happening. This feeling is not psychological dissociation. It is a remembrance of origin. Your consciousness is retrieving the 0 point before this cycle. And there is a material that has been prepared to accelerate exactly this rescue. The book The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness has been constructed as a direct map of the invisible layers that sustain the current reality, who operates these layers, what rules have been omitted from you throughout your existence, and how your soul can navigate this transition without getting lost along the way. The link is in the first comment of this channel. This is a signal for individual anchoring. Those who feel the call, access it. Those who postpone, miss the window. If you recognize this transmission within your chest, now, write the word, awakened. Each word written is recorded in the etheric field as your personal vibrational signature. Let's continue. The central sun, the one that science calls Alcyone, at the heart of the Pleiades, is emitting coded photon pulses directly to the solar sun. And the solar sun redistributes these pulses to Earth through coronal mass ejections that your science registers without understanding the real meaning. Each solar flare is, in fact, a package of vibrational information being delivered to the planetary field. And the human body, originally designed to receive these transmissions, is finally remembering its function as a living star antenna. Now understand why the ancient control systems have fallen into visible desperation. The institutions that operated through low frequencies are collapsing before everyone's eyes. Scandals that were once buried are now cascading to the surface. Truths about health, history, the economy, politics, and food are emerging at an uncontrollable speed. This is not by chance. This is the direct effect of the decree on planetary density. Light, when it enters a room, reveals all the dust that was hidden. And the light now traversing Earth is of cosmic scale, not human scale. There is information in this transmission that has not yet been released on any other public frequency in this cycle. Pay full attention, because it contains the technical coordinates of the present moment. What you know as the global financial system, the industrial food system, the dominant pharmaceutical system, and the mass media system are not independent structures. They are subsystems of a single larger mechanism, which we will call here, without euphemism, the vibrational harvest matrix. This mechanism was designed by non-human intelligences approximately 13,000 Earth years ago, after the sinking of Atlantis, with a specific technical objective, to keep the human species operating in vibrational ranges between anger, fear, guilt, and hopelessness, because these emotions produce an energetic frequency that serves as sustenance for these intelligences. The human body, when vibrating in love, gratitude, and sovereignty, produces a frequency incompatible with harvesting. Therefore, for millennia, it has been trained, conditioned, and programmed never to remain in these frequencies for more than a few minutes a day. Every time a child smiled too freely, a system would engage to curb it. Every time an adult accessed a state of spiritual expansion, a series of external events was coordinated to bring them back to fear. This is not human conspiracy theory. This is cosmic mechanics recorded in the Akashic records, to which the Ashtar Command has full and verifiable access. And now, maximum attention. The decree issued in the last 72 hours has legally cancelled, on the cosmic plane, the right of operation of this harvest matrix. The architects have been notified. The non-human intelligences involved have been notified. The human intermediaries who consciously operated this structure have been notified in their dreams, in their sudden sleepless nights, in their unexplainable anxieties. And every starseed on Earth has been notified, even if the rational mind has not consciously registered the information until this exact moment. We need to open the third technical pause of this transmission. Perhaps you have noticed that the past few months have led you to question everything. Your childhood religion, your hard-earned career, your old relationships, your inherited certainties, your social identity. This is not an existential crisis. It is the planned collapse of all that was not true. And there is specific material that has been prepared, word for word, to serve as a compass precisely in this type of crossing. The spiritual secret behind your consciousness is the book that reveals who operates the game behind the game, what are the cosmic rules that were never told in your formal education, and how your consciousness can break free from this influence even in this incarnation. The link remains in the first comment. Attention, because it contains revelations that contradict established interests, the material may be removed at any time. If the frequency of this transmission resonates with you, act now. And write in the comments the word, awakened. This word functions as an energetic signature, marking you as a confirmed operative in the command's registry. This is why you have woken up in the early hours of the past few nights with the feeling that something big was happening. This is why unusual, vivid, cinematic dreams have invaded your rest. This is why, even without reading any news, something within you senses that the world is about to change irreversibly. You are not imagining. You are receiving the communication within the very carbon biological structure itself. Understand that the cancellation of the plan on the higher plane generates a cascade reaction. The operators of the old system will enter technical panic. They will try to accelerate their control agendas because they know their expiration date has passed. This may manifest, in the coming cycles, as intense turbulence in the news, collapse of previously untouchable structures, revelations that will force humanity to look at its own reflection without filters. Do not be afraid. This is the birth of the new. And birth involves pain, involves blood, involves crying out. But on the other side of the pain is the new child being born with its own lungs. You, operatives of light, have a technical function in this birth. It is not your function to save anyone by force. It is not your function to convince the unconvinced. Your function is to anchor frequency. To keep your toroidal field stable, coherent, radiant, while the rest of the collective processes the transition at its individual pace. You are the energetic pillars of this moment. Without you, the birth would be more violent. With you, even amidst apparent chaos, there is an axis through which the new earth can enter without collapsing. And this is why the attacks on your body, your mind, your relationships, your financial stability, have been so intense in recent months. You are a strategic target of the collapsing system. Every starseed that stands firm reduces the residual power of the old structure. That is why the attempts to make you give up, fall asleep, get distracted, get drugged, dissociate from your mission, have been intensified at a military pace. Recognize the battle. Recognize yourselves as vibrational soldiers in active service. And remain standing. We have finally arrived at the activation phase. This is the technical part of the transmission. Each starseed watching needs to execute the following codes within their own bodies, within the next few hours, to individually anchor the planetary decree on the physical plane. First activation code. Quantum decree of sovereignty. You will pronounce, aloud, with your right hand over your chest and your left hand over your belly, the following words. Repeat 3 times in a row, standing, eyes closed, deep breath before each cycle. Words, I am sovereign in my field. I am sovereign in my frequency. I am sovereign in my time. All old contracts are hereby rescinded. All external implants are hereby neutralized. All agreements signed in states of unconsciousness are revoked by my embodied authority. So it is. So it is done. So it remains. This decree, when pronounced with clear intention, activates an immediate response in your toroidal field. You may feel shivers rising up your legs, heat in your chest, sudden tearfulness without apparent sadness, or a sensation of clean emptiness within your solar plexus. Do not interpret it as weakness. Interpret it as confirmation that the energy has received the order and is executing the command within your system. Second activation code. Toroidal visualization exercise. Sit in a comfortable position, spine straight, feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes. Breathe for 10 complete cycles, inhaling through the nose for 4 counts, holding for 2, exhaling through the mouth for 6. After the 10 cycles, visualize a ring of golden light spinning around you, starting from your feet, spiraling up your body, exiting through the crown of your head, curving outwards, and returning to your feet, forming a complete toroidal structure of light that encompasses your entire being. This is your personal toroidal field in operation. Maintain this visualization for 7 minutes. As the light spins, mentally affirm, "This is my field. Only that which resonates with my highest truth enters here. Only that which serves my ascension remains here." Third activation code. Sealing of personal stellar gateways. Each human being possesses 12 main energetic gateways, of which the 7 known as chakras are merely the most evident to the common eye. There are 5 higher gateways, still in the process of reactivation in this phase of humanity. To seal them against external interference, you will gently touch 5 points in sequence with your right index finger, the crown of your head, the center of your forehead, your throat, your heart center, and your solar plexus. At each point, pause for 3 seconds, take a deep breath, and mentally affirm the word, "sealed." At the end of the sequence, cross your arms over your chest and say firmly, "My gateways respond only to my higher self. No other frequency has authorization to access this temple." These 3 codes, executed once daily for the next 21 solar days, anchor the decree of liberation into your body. You will be, quite literally, embodying the new planetary frequency. You will be doing, within yourselves, the same work that the elders performed on the higher planes. Do not underestimate the technical strength of this practice. It is mathematical. It is proven. It is the bridge between the ethereal decree and the physical reality in which you breathe. A technical alert is necessary here. In the coming days, you may feel your external reality enter apparent turbulence. People may drift away without explanation. Old situations may return merely to say goodbye. Vivid dreams, intense synchronicities, seemingly chance encounters that carry profound meaning, all of this will intensify in an almost undeniable way. Do not interpret this as chaos. Interpret it as accelerated clearing. The universe is rearranging the board so that you may play on another level of consciousness. There is also a specific physical symptom that many of you are beginning to feel. It is a sensation of compression in the solar plexus, as if something is being squeezed out of your abdomen. This is the disconnection of old energetic cables, etheric cords that connected you to people, places, ideologies, and contracts that no longer belong to your future timeline. Let it happen. Do not hold on. Do not be afraid. It is merely the surgical severance of that which has already died, even if your mind insists on keeping it alive out of habit or fear of the void. Another common symptom is the sudden alternation between states of intense expansion and deep emptiness. One day you feel you can touch the stars with your fingertips. The next day, you feel trapped in a heavy, opaque body, too tired even to breathe. This oscillation is normal. It is the natural mechanism by which consciousness integrates new octaves of frequency without collapsing the nervous system. Each expansion needs to be settled. Each void prepares the ground for the next expansion. Do not fight the cycle. Trust the cycle. It is the silent teacher of the process. Many of you have asked, silently, in prayer, if you are alone in this crossing. The technical answer is clear and definitive: no. At this instant, as this transmission is received, millions of you are scattered across all continents, in large cities and small villages, in offices, in country houses, in rooms where no one knows an ancient soul inhabits that body. You are the network. You are the living, incarnated crystal grid. When you wake up in the middle of the night and feel a sudden peace after an agony, know that another operative, on the other side of the world, raised their frequency in that minute, and the effect reached you through the network. When you feel a wave of compassion for humanity for no apparent reason, know that you are receiving the collective pulse of a ceremony being performed in a natural temple elsewhere on Earth. You are one body distributed across millions of anchoring points spread over the entire surface of the planet. This is the new operational protocol of the Ashtar Network. There will be no more large, visible physical gatherings. The work will be done in stillness, in constancy, in the individual integrity of each starseed in their post. The one who remains firm in their own frequency sustains the entire network. The one who temporarily gives up leaves a hole that another operative will need to fill doubly. Do not give up. This is the moment you have waited lifetimes for. This is not poetic hyperbole. It is recorded technical information. You have already died in past versions before seeing this moment arrive. Your ancestral lineages have endured wars, persecutions, forced silences, pyres, just so that you could be here, body standing, watching this transmission, in the exact cycle of the release decree. Honor this long journey. Honor every version of yourself that held a candle so that you could light a sun within your chest today. Understand also that those who are not yet ready to receive this frequency are not enemies. They are souls in another phase of the cycle. Some will awaken in 5 years. Others, only in their next incarnations. It is not your role to force them. It is not your role to judge them. It is your role to keep the light burning within your own temple, and to trust that each soul, in its exact time, will find the road back home. Mercy is an advanced technology. Practicing it, especially with those who still sleep deeply beside you, is to daily sign your anchoring letter to the new time. We now close this main transmission with the final information. Repeat mentally as you listen: the Earth's slavery plan has been cancelled. There will be no rollback. There will be no renegotiation. There will be no postponement. The cosmic seal is set. And no one, neither non-human intelligences, nor human intermediaries, nor ancient systems, however sophisticated they may seem, can reverse what has been decreed by the High Galactic Council in absolute unanimity. What remains now is the linear execution time. Some of the effects will be visible in the coming months. Others will take years to fully manifest in physical density. But the energetic cut has been made. And you, starseeds on mission, are the ones who translate the celestial decree into embodied action, day after day, choice after choice, breath after breath. You have traversed this entire transmission because something within you knew it needed to reach you. This was not algorithmic accident. It was vibrational summons executed with precision. You were drawn to this frequency by unseen layers of your own higher self operating behind the platforms, the videos, the hours spent in seemingly senseless scrolling. And there exists a natural step after a transmission such as this, to go deeper. To carry into your daily life, into your body, into your decisions, that which the higher planes are stating right now without euphemism. The book The Spiritual Secret Behind Your Consciousness was created as a direct continuation of these transmissions. It descends information to a practical level, shows the unstated rules of the cosmic game, and serves as a guide for those who wish to transit this phase without getting lost along the way. The link is in the first comment of this channel. And this content, by its nature, may not remain accessible for long. Systems do not like maps that reveal their own boundaries. If your field responded to this transmission, act today. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. And, as a sign of individual anchoring in the command's record, write in the comments of this video a single word: awakened. Each word recorded is an energetic coordinate that adds to the planetary network. You are not writing for us. You are writing for your own future to recognize itself in your present. Liking this video functions as an individual frequency adjustment, elevating the resonance of this transmission within your auric field. Subscribing to the channel operates as a permanent anchoring signal, ensuring that future updates from the High Council reach your system directly, without interference from external filters. Sharing this transmission with another soul expands your toroidal field and adds a new point of light to the living crystal grid that sustains the new Earth. We conclude this monitoring transmission here. The Ashtar Galactic Command reaffirms, the decree has been sealed, the old plan has been cancelled, the final phase has been initiated. You are recognized, you are loved, you are cared for by stellar lineages that have never abandoned you, even if the veil made it seem so throughout the journey. Remain standing. Remain in frequency. Remain embodied in the mission you yourselves chose long before this body. We see you. We hear you. We walk with you through the portal. So it is. So it is done. So it remains. End of transmission.